Welcome back to Twins Live at Target Field. Before the game yesterday, 3 local businesses were honored pregame. The Twins and we here at Bally Sports North like to call these businesses game changers. We've shown you a look at 2 of the 3 tonight. Katie Storm gives you a look inside the 3rd.
If you don't mind, I'd love to just take a couple of moments for us to just pause and
Sure.
and just do some breathing together.
Upon meeting Dr. Joi Lewis, we immediately realized that it wasn't going to be a typical Zoom interview.
Instead of me just only telling you about my story, I thought we could also sort of experience some of the ways in which that we do our work at Joi Unlimited.
Joi Unlimited is what this story is all about.
I just invite you to notice your breath.
But every plot has a prequel these days, and this one's no different. Let's go back to the birth of the company's creator, Dr. Joi Lewis.
I grew up in East St. Louis, Illinois. As I always say, not to be confused with St. Louis, Missouri. I tell folks you might have to buy a vowel.
After her mother died when she was 7 months old, Joi was raised by her father and her grandmother in East St. Louis.
It was an amazing, amazing, magical place to grow up. And it also was a place that was hit by a lot of hardship because it used to be the railroads came through there, the stockyards, there was lots of industry, and then that industry got pulled out. And we also are right next door to one of the first Monsanto plants. And so you can imagine being right next door to Monsanto, there was a lot of environmental pollution and a lot of sickness. You know, it really was a place where I learned how to hold both heartbreak and joy. It is my happy place, and it is from that place that I really feel like that my life calling and the way that I do my work has come from. Because in East St. Louis, you don't meet strangers. People, look out for each other.
And that's how Joi Lewis has journeyed through life, by looking out for others. After 20 plus years in higher education, she started her own business and turned the page to where our story began.
Joi Unlimited is a culture and change management and wellness firm. We are on a mission to put healing in the hands of anyone, anywhere.
Through meditation, coaching, newsletters, and classes, Joi Unlimited teaches people to care for themselves so they can heal, flourish together in their communities, and in turn, care for one another. The timing of this company's launch couldn't be more crucial.
There is growing outrage tonight after an unarmed African-American teenager was shot and killed by police in the St. Louis suburb.
Michael Brown was murdered in Ferguson, Missouri. And just before then, I had started doing healing circles in North Minneapolis. There were probably about 30 or so folks who came. Then Mike Brown was murdered in Ferguson. After that, those healing circles turned into hundreds of people coming at a time. And people needed to gather.
Over the next few years, people would continue to see horrific happenings. This caused a desperate demand for the services of Joi Unlimited.
We really expanded and we started doing this work across the country, really helping communities who have been impacted in this sort of way to how do you find each other? How do you reconnect to your humanity? Because if we are not well, we will turn on ourselves and on each other.
And people are scared. What is going to happen?
If we are exhausted and tired, then we cannot be in a place to actually advocate and speak out and reach for others to make sure that everyone really actually gets to live this amazing, joy-filled life.
Guiding people to find their amazing joy-filled lives is a skill Dr. Lewis received from her mother.
She had cancer and she was in a lot of pain. But I was like, she was in all that pain and she named me Joy. And so every time I hear my name and every time I say my name, it's like my mom is giving me this gift over and over again. And so I'm trying to live that out with Joi Unlimited. Deep breath in and exhale.
Thanks, Katie. Dr. Joi has now added author to her list of achievements. For more information on her company or her book, you can go to joyunlimited.com. Still to come on Twins Live.